Nope. Here we go. Hello, welcome to Dean Cerys's Friday, Monday. I told Cerys
Jesus.
she can carry me today. I'm a
That's
wee
like
bit sore.
nobody knows what fucking day it is, do they?
What day is it, mate? What day is it?
Probably Monday, maybe.
I think it's Monday,
It's still
isn't
the
it?
weekend. Every day's the weekend.
I know it's getting so long and things, and my hair's now getting to that over conditioned floppy. I need trimmed look, and it's
Well,
scaring me.
I know I tried to get some clippers online and just they're all sold out everywhere. So my brother bought some round yesterday, and I'm gonna get me mum to try and do my undercut. It's gonna be horrific. Don't worry though, we shall live stream it on Insta stories or something like that. So you're not gonna
Oh,
miss
you
out.
need to let me know when
Just
it
so you
goes.
know. Yeah,
I'll put a link on the page, and all the guys that listen to you on this show can go and
yeah,
watch it. I don't think I
yeah.
could watch it because my heart will be palpitating. Because see, my hair, it's my friends will tell you like I was like putting on loads of weight and couldn't do anything about it, so I just dyed my hair pink, and that sorted it out for a while.
That's it. See, I've got pink ready to go on mine, but I don't know whether I'm going to do it yet or not.
Pink,
Um, yeah, I mean, now's
yeah,
the time because it's grey. I can pretty much put any colour on it, and then it just
yeah,
comes
and
out.
it's actually a nice colour of grey because everybody keeps like saying about what toner this carry, and I'm like, listen, that's a hair, mate, right? Just leave it alone.
This
She's
is
both.
naturally God-given shit right here. Look at this shaved bit here. Oh, it's all grey underneath. It's all good. I'm only
Hi, Barry.
42.
How's it going? So Barry
Oh,
here tuned in last night as well. I mean, you wouldn't have wanted to be on with me last night because I was on with my friend Ronnie and he just had to put. Oh, that's my big sister, by the way, that just phoned us, Kelly.
oh,
And I tried to press it before we went live, but that's my big sister, you know. So she's my confident and go-to person. You know what I mean? It's really hard now because obviously you know my private stuff a wee bit, and I can't go to my sister because my sister can pull me down off the wall. Do you know what I mean? So I've got nobody to pull me down the wall. I've made in 3 days. I've made banana loaf, carrot cake, and a cheesecake. It's just getting ridiculous.
cheesecake. What cheesecake flavour?
My auntie made it last week, mint Aero.
What are you talking, Pishty? Yeah. Posh.
I was like, yeah, wait a fucking minute, Paul. You're
Oh,
cheeky.
oh, she's talking posh because otherwise I wouldn't understand what she's saying. And anybody listening from my neck of the woods knows I'm also talking posh. These are our phone voices. I've made, what have I made? Bailey's cheesecake, rose water cheesecake, and this one we got yesterday, Biscoff cheesecake. Oh, yeah. Hey,
See,
but I just need to ask you this question. What's your biscuit to topping ratio?
biscuits got to be quite thick as well, but I like more topping.
See, I'm 50-50.
Yeah, it's got to be both because both of them are, and it's got to be a good base. See, when people fuck about the bases
Oh,
and it's like cheesecake and it's sponges, you know, when you go to those,
oh no.
remember when you used to go to those tribute nights and stuff like that, and the act was amazing, and you didn't mind paying for the ticket because the act was good, but the food was always shit, and it was that jelly cheesecake. Well, they called it cheesecake, but I don't
Yeah,
know what it was.
like a flan kind of thing.
I was just like, bleh, you know what I mean?
One thing I'm going to say, why the fuck are people going out again?
Are people going out again?
Oh my days, like you wouldn't believe. Like the queues in places around here, like the places like B&Q and the traffic on the roads. Not that I've been out, so I can't sort of comment. Like my day out's Tuesday, so I get to go out the house tomorrow and shop for the vulnerable. But what the fuck? There's photos of people that are just like that in fucking B&Q.
Because let me tell you this, right? I've been talking to a few people because obviously when Boris made his speech this morning, Nicola's not coming off quite the same page. So she's letting us kind of know there is going to be like manufactural changes and there will be people inching into work, but that's all that will be changing at the moment. And he's just like, no, complete lockdown. And some of my friends are just like, they're like, you know, well, you know, it's not as bad. There's not as many hospital stories as what there is. Yeah, that's right, because other countries weren't as cautious. They might have put the lockdown on fast and made a complete lockdown and slagged us for not making that same lockdown. But before it was at the stage at theirs, we started taking a bit more action. And it does annoy me when people say we weren't taking enough action. As I've said before, you can put all the rules in place that you want. The only people who will suffer from tighter rules is people like me and you that's already, where possible, trying to follow these rigid rules.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's I watched my neighbour today went out and he came back with a hire van. So he drove his car to a hire place, which isn't local because we're in the sticks. He's got a hire van, drove somewhere else, picked up a shed and loads of equipment and stuff, and brought it all back, and then fucked back off with the hire van and got his car back. And I'm like, what are people doing? What the fuck are people doing?
See, the thing is as well, Domino's Pizza's my downfall, right? And I stay in a rural area. So when I type in my postcode, they're like, have you considered moving? And I'm like, no, not yet. But I have considered at really, really bad points. Because when I get really, really depressed and get quite anxiety, and I've had quite bad anxiety the last 2 days for obvious reasons, and I've really wanted, and it did go through my head, do I drive to Dalry and pretend that I have a dress in Dalry, get it delivered out the front door and intercept it? And then I thought, that what are you doing? It's a pizza. Survive.
Exactly. I got excited. My sister's in Manchester and she's like, oh, we were going to have KFC for lunch. And I was like, what are you talking about? KFC? Is there a KFC open? She's like, yeah. Our local chippy opens tomorrow, right? And I know for a fact, I made a joke on Facebook today. I was like, our chippy opens tomorrow. I'm off to queue up now. Because I know for a fact, come 4 o'clock tomorrow, the queue will be down the high street.
It'll be a fucking concert. There were people out the other night with their sleeping bags, dreaming about fish and chips. We call it fish suppers, but it's fish and chips.
I had a large fish supper.
Oh, did you say supper there as well?
Mushy peas, yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, so they're going to try and limit people, like going in and stuff, but essentially, I know there's going to be a queue all the way down the high street, and then the Chinese takeaway opens the following week. So not long.
So, you know, it's the only thing that I'm concerned about is, I know obviously we've spoken about sex drives, and I will touch on, obviously, and you can empathise with me, but I'm getting to the point I do feel like a Jack Russell dog when I see males, and they don't have to be strikingly good looking, they just need to be passable. I feel as if I'm walking about in a COVID-19 vodka state.
See,
you know?
This is why I'm happy that I've got absolutely no sex drive whatsoever, because I mean, Tom Hardy could walk through my living room and I'd just be like, all right, mate.
If you walked through my living room, my labia would attach to the side of his ears and he wouldn't get back out.
Like the human centipede.
Yes, totally. Totally. The guy would come out to fix a boiler and would go home with so many issues he wouldn't know where to begin.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I literally got zero. Like Liam turns up, me DPD delivery driver. He's all right. He's a good looking lad, but nah, no flutters, nothing.
In that perv, I've realised how much a kind of female perv I was sometimes when I liked people, especially when I was younger, because you could do that close, oops, I bumped into you, but now you can't do that. People will punch you for that.
You're never, ever going to be able to lech over anybody.
No.
Oops. Oh, yeah, there we go. Our chippy has been open for 2 weeks, but it's home delivery only. Yeah, we haven't got, because we're in such a small town, there's no delivery services or anything like that. We haven't got, like, whatever it is, Uber Eats and...
My friend Kirsty's opening up her business off tomorrow, and she's of the mind that she feels it's safer that they come to the door and the shop door, and they're not any contact with her. They're washing their hands, and she's run a business that she was almost working 40 and 50 hours a week to nothing. I mean, It's crazy, trying to entertain. So a big shout out to Kirsty Monaghan, who's opening Wee Fatties back up tomorrow. But she's doing Wee Fatties.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started talking to her, I actually started being friends with our brother Brian Monaghan, and then I get friends with the whole family. They're lovely people. And see, the first time she shared her business page with me, I says, "Oh, share your business page and I'll give it a wee share since I know you, and I only share people that I know to save the volume." And I says, "What is it?" And she sent it to me. It was called Wee Fatties, and I'm thinking, that's fucking excellent. But anytime I'm dieting, I'm not going to bloody go to Wee Fatties for anything, because as soon as you just read the sign, you know your diet's fucked.
Love it.
Cheesecake,
Love this.
by the way, cheesecake's phenomenal. Individual one. You name a cheesecake, she makes it. You know what I mean?
Cheesecake is my thing. That's me day. Like if I had, people always ask about your last meal if you were in hospital, bloody hell, COVID, on death row.
Mm-hmm.
Mine would be deep fried cheese, like either brie or camembert to start. Then it'd be macaroni cheese, and then cheesecake. It'd be cheese.
Mine's would be my dying wish would be three well hung men. You know what I mean? And good in the eye. Do you know what I mean? I would starve before I'd have cheesecake. I would take a good scene day before I get the big injection. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm like, no, fill me up with cheese. That sperm can fuck off.
I don't know if it's the same down your way, right? But I was talking to my friend and he cleared this up for me, and this was brilliant, by the way. And it's not that I was being prejudiced, right? But it was puzzling me the amount of people that my friends that are heroin addicts, right, that are going about with masks on, right? And I'm thinking, you're going for a bag of life colour, but you're putting these masks on to get there, right? And I just I couldn't compare it. And my mate, who I've spoken about in many lives, I call Johnny, right? But his name's not Johnny, but that's what I call him. But we've been friends since we were 5.
Yeah.
And I said to him, Johnny, explain this to me, mate. You've got this mask on, right? But you're potentially, because he's an honest heroin addict. He's like, aye, mate, what is it? I said, so you've got this mask on your face. You're potentially going for a bag of life killer. He's like, listen, it's simple.
What did you just call it?
Life killer. Heroin, life killer.
Life killer.
Life. Yeah, you take your life every time you take it. So life killer.
Cool. Yeah. So,
or as my granny mother said, called it soul killer. You know what I mean? It's just like that, right? So, and he says, and I swear to God, see, once he explained it, I went, that actually makes perfect sense. He says, look, I've been a heroin addict for a long time. I said, I know, mate. And he's like, a good long time. He says, and I've avoided pain and emotion for a very long time now. No heroin buzz is going to stop COVID-19 being horrible. So I would much rather die happy. That makes so much sense.
It's true. It's true. Well, yeah,
that's good.
Well, I mean, we're not overly populated with heroin addicts around here. Being in the Cotswolds, we've only literally had one case of coronavirus that we know of, and that's only been made apparent today. So we're kind of in an area where we're quite sort of cut off from everybody. But we've made some masks for our ma. So because I was obviously going out shopping on my own every Tuesday and getting a bit fucked off with it, because anybody that's going shopping at the moment knows that it's just queuing and then trying to keep yourself away from other people. And there's people out there that don't give a fuck, and they're the ones that are going to have the coronavirus. Anybody that's self-distancing from anybody else knows they're perfectly well. It's the people that don't give a fuck that are walking right next to you down Aldi.
I can't mind the comedian's name, right? But he's like making jokes. He's quite well known, right? But he's funny, but everybody knows who he is and they know he's not going to do it, right? Really. But he's kind of running up to people and he's doing like, I'm in your 2 meters, mate. I'm in your 2 meters. And I'm like, you would be in a box.
Yeah. Well, I've just saw another video. I've just seen a video posted by another comic, and it said key workers taking the bins out. And I can only imagine it's him and his wife dressed up in scrubs, covered with blood, with a pretend dead body coming out of the bin. And I'm like, I don't think you've read the room correctly, mate. There's no comments on it yet because he only posted it about half an hour ago. But I'm like, this is not the kind of fucking thing that's funny. I don't know what even possessed you.
I don't think Frankie Boyle would get away with that, don't I?
Well, that's it. It's like, some jokes I can tolerate. Yeah, let's just have a laugh. We've got to have a fucking laugh. If we haven't got a laugh, there's nothing left.
It's like it's all horses and courses until you're really offending people. You don't need to put on a fear. It's like the same. I avoid right enough. I make jokes with my friend with COVID-19 because we know what each other's humour is and we're safe with each other, right? Because that's what we do to make each other laugh. But I think we need to laugh about different things and not think about it because we're all freaked out. Every time I hear COVID-19, I wash something else. I mean, if my dogs have never been washed so much in their life, somebody claps them. Oh, that's a lovely wee dog. Get your COVID-19 bonds off my lane. Can I get it in washed?
I like this. I'm gonna. Oh, bless. I'm gonna have to kind of look for another job. I put it out on Facebook the other day what I should do, and Some smart asses were like, comedian. I'm like, very funny. That's not acceptable at the moment. Thank you very
You
much.
left yourself wide open for that.
Yeah, porn star. I'm like, been there, done that. Don't like the sex. There's no money in it these days. Rah rah rah. So I've applied to be a 999 call operator. Hello, you need what? Okay, I'll send the ambulance over. So whether I get an interview for that is beyond me. Failing that, I think it's going to be like Aldi staff or Tesco delivery driver, something like that. Don't know.
Nah.
Know what to do.
I'm too busy. I'm too busy full of my own self-importance and I'm grandeur. I'll be superwoman. There'll be something comes off the back of this, right? Well, do you know what we'll do? I've been playing about with my cards, right? And we'll do one card. What did I do with them? I had them in my hand and all I did, right? And we'll
You
just
did,
say,
and you
what's
didn't move.
Cerys going to do as a job?
Yeah. Oh, she's frozen as well. Oh, I'll have to carry on without her. Dee was going to give me a reading after all this. And if you've got any comments about what you think I could do as a job, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I can't remember. I've worked in retail management for 20 years, so I could quite easily go back into retail. And I was also a firefighter, believe it or not. That I've also been up there and told them that I could come back and do quite easily. And obviously, there's the added bonus of men in uniform as well. So if you've got any suggestions about what you think I could do as a job, and just tell us how you lot are getting by. I can imagine I can go to B&Q because there seems to be lots of delivery shit going on there and lots of people buying stuff. I did have a lovely time today watching my neighbour with his rented van trying to get a shed in that was already ready made through a little tiny garden gate. And when you're in, oh, thanks, Julie. I know, like obviously it's not a posh telephone voice, but it's a caring and warm and friendly telephone voice. So thank you. I could do that. And like I said, I've worked in emergency services anyway. I've done first aid, I've done hostile environment training. So I'm quite well versed to be able to deal with people. I've always wanted to be a paramedic because anybody that knows me knows that I'm a background paramedic in casualty on a regular basis. So you'll see me in the background pushing my trolley around, getting stuff into the ambulance. So yeah, I was watching my neighbour today. Now, this is the funny thing. He's from Birmingham. They're very loud, and they tried to get the shed in through the garden gate, which wouldn't work. So when you're in and you're not really doing very much, it is so funny just to sit in your bedroom for, I don't know, however long you can tolerate, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I was here for an hour watching him try and get the shed through the door. He's got to be in his late 50s, and his wife was there, and they were fucking struggling. And I was like, should I go out and help them? I thought, no, I'm just going to watch. I'm just going to sit here and watch and laugh at them trying to get it in. And it took them a good hour and a half. And I think they're fighting tonight because we've got very thin walls here. So anyway, I don't know where Dee's gone. She's all right. She's going to find her tarot cards and do me a reading later. So tell me what you're up to tonight, because I've got nobody else to speak to now. Dee's not here. And I'll get on your live comments and they can come across and I can answer some questions. If you've got any questions for me, that would be lovely. My son's gone back to work. He works in a local clothing company. So it just goes to show how places are trying to get back on their feet. And I will just say, so he works in a clothing company. It's quite a small company. So there's only about 6 of them, and they've split the shifts. So 3 of them are going in on a 6 a.m. till 2 p.m. shift. And my son and his 2 others go 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. They got really strict procedures in place. They've all got a face mask. They've got gloves. If they're going to the toilet, they have to text the WhatsApp group before they can move around, etc. Now, the weird thing was they opened back up online. They're an online business anyway. Yesterday, they had more orders than they have ever had in the entirety of the business being open. So that's more orders than around Christmas, more orders than Black Friday, more orders than Cyber Monday. So it just goes to show that people are there and wanting to buy stuff. So the demand's there. These businesses, especially online ones, can get back online and do this. I got a little comment here. Oh, look at this. Oh, hi, Carol. This is lovely. Hi. Where are you tonight, Carol? It's just me at the moment. Carol D's fucked off somewhere. I mean, she must have got bored and I don't know whether the internet's down in Scotland. I ain't got a fucking clue. So yeah, so my son's back at work. Like I said, I've got no chance of working in the immediate future. I'm trying to think of what members of my family are working as well. My brother's off work. He works down the local, Virgin Media is down across the UK. Well, thank fuck that I'm not on Virgin Media. I don't even know what I'm on. What am I on? Talk. Oh, bless. Talk. So yeah, no members of my family. My sister's off work. Obviously, my two nieces are off school. My brother, I think she's okay. I think she's just lost her internet. That's all that's happened. Bless. Virgin internet is down, exactly. My brother-in-law is in the military, so he's been going to work every day since this happened. So it just goes to show that they haven't had coronavirus. Nobody's had coronavirus, but he's in there helping out with. He's up in Manchester, so building the hospital units, etc. Now, if you've got any questions for me, you can ask me some questions because I'm just here. I'm still retaining my nails. Most of them. I've lost one. Oh, that one there. Lost one there. But my nails. I will say this story, right? I love these nails. I never normally treat myself to having nails done, but I did it when I was in Australia before I had to come home. I treated myself, and now they're growing like merry fuck. I can't get them off. Dee's going to tell me how to take them off because look at the growth on them there. Bloody hell, mate. So anyway, so this loving the rainbow. Oh, thank you. I know it was good. I wear rainbow everything because I like to describe my style as a 42-year-old that dresses like a 5-year-old. If it's rainbows, if it's glitter, if it's sequins, I'm going to be wearing it. Let's just say I don't like to blend in with the other people. Don't get me wrong. I still go to Primark and stuff like that. Will Primark survive after all this? Who knows? Now, anybody want to talk about anything? We can have a chat. It'd be lovely. A lot of you are kind of gobsmacked that I don't have sex, but there's got to be other people out there that don't like sex. I can't be the only one. Although I haven't really found anybody that just wants. How do you get into a relationship with somebody and tell them that you don't like sex and all you'd like to do is just have a cuddle and maybe go to the cinema or something? That'd be quite nice. Cinema when it opens back up. So anyway, what are we watching on Netflix, people? Obviously, we've talked about Tiger King. Good old Joe Exotic. Is he innocent? Is he guilty? He's obviously guilty of killing lots of tigers. Is Carol a sexist defo overrated? Thank you, Tracy. I'd wonder if you're in a relationship, Tracy, or you just don't like sex with the current partner. I love your hair. Thank you, Hayley. It is au naturel grey. I started going grey when I was it's probably about 10 years. I'm going to show you, try and see if I can find a photo of me now, because I dyed my hair. I had long black hair for years, and I had to dye it every week because I knew the grey hairs were coming through. So I knew I was grey. I knew I was about 90% grey, and it took me about 3 years ago. I decided to try and grow it out. I'll just show you quickly what it used to be like. Look at that. Who's that person? So it was like that for ages. And I wanted to grow it out. But every time I grew out my roots, people would stare at my roots as if I didn't know the fucking grey hair was there. So I'm gonna try and get it out. And people wouldn't touch it. Hairdressers like, it's gonna cost you hundreds of pounds. You've been dyeing your hair for years. And I was like, okay, it's fine. It can't be that hard. Fuck it. I'll strip it and bleach it myself. So I did it, and then it all fell out. So basically, from there down, it was just like chewing gum. So I'd wake up and there'd just be strings of hair on my pillow. So I had sort of healthy hair up until about there, and the rest of it was just like chewing gum. So I went into a local hairdresser, who's still my hairdresser today, and I said, "Hello, what can you do with this shit?" And she's like, "Holy fuck!" And she got all of the other hairdressers gathered around, and they're all pretty much laughing at me. And I'm like, "All right, I fucked it. I know that, but what can you do now?" So she said, "Well, we can just trim it, and it'll take about a year to trim it all off. So just come in, we'll trim it every 6 weeks or so." She said, "Or I can cut it all off." And I was like, "Fuck it, cut it all off, mate." So she did, and then this is my colour now. So 90% grey. I got dark roots. None of it's dyed or anything. Like got lots of old women as they're walking down the street asking me where I get my hair coloured, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my dear, it's my own colour. Thanks very much. Thanks for asking." And that's it. So yeah, if you ladies and gents, in fact, gents can do it a lot easier. Us women know, and we fucking know, that if we let ourselves go in the slightest, people feel the need to tell us, which is great. Now, so men can grow old gracefully, women have to do it with everybody fucking watching. So if you've got grey roots, just fucking let it grow out. This is the result. People can't take the piss out of it. It's the same with things like sometimes I don't have a shower. The other day I hadn't had a shower for 3 days. There's nobody here to give a fuck. If you don't want to do it, then don't bother. I'm the same. Sex doesn't interest me. Having my son 3 years ago. Now this is weird, like, right? Because my son's 22, and I'm a big believer in this. That no matter what people say, kids change the relationship forever. I worked in IKEA for a bit, which was fantastic. And my favourite pastime was watching couples come in on a Sunday with their kids, and they literally look like they fucking hate each other. And they brought the kids out of the house for a day shopping at IKEA. I don't think relationships are that strong to survive and be the same after children. And I think that's why I'm a firm believer in that people do grow apart. You might love that person, you have kids with them. And this is why, as much as people took the piss out of, what's her name? Old Gwyneth Paltrow, who sells vagina candles, how her and Chris Martin, is it? Yeah. How they consciously uncoupled. And I honestly believe, as a single person, I don't know, you could disagree with me, you might be in a loved relationship with kids, this is only from my point of view, I don't believe that people can stay together with that one person forever, especially when they've had kids. I think we just need to come in and out of each other's lives and all stay fucking friendly for the kids' sake, and move on and make different lives and just make people happy. Don't stay in relationships and deal with shit. Tracy, you're married. Jesus Christ. Oh, hysterectomy 9 months ago. Zero feels. I hear you, sister. I haven't had a hysterectomy, but I feel like I'm dead from the neck down. I always say this: you could punch me in the tit and I wouldn't feel it. You could even kick me in the cunt. I wouldn't feel it. Honestly, it's nothing. Hi there, Cerys. Nice seeing you. You suit that colour, very on trend. I know, this is the thing, Ronnie. This is what people say. I'm on trend without even really wanting to be on trend. Hiya, girl. Thank you. My hair. Thank you. My hair is gorgeous. This is a good thing. Oh, stop it. Who are you?
Hello.
Where the fuck have you been have you been for a jobby?
Well, it felt like that. I was actually having a panic attack in the living room. My Wi-Fi's been playing up all day, man.
Yeah, I think because Comedy Store were gonna do they do Beat the Gong, don't they? King Gong or whatever tonight, and they decided not to do it because Virgin's playing up and they couldn't. Oh look, hang on, I got this comment. I'll bring this comment in because unless Kane will have to do it. Jasmine Adams, she said, I disagree if I'm honest. I'll be with my man until the day he dies, no matter what. We went 6 months without any intimacy, and we always make it work and make things better because we genuinely. Oh, see that's what I want to find, Jasmine. That's what I haven't found yet. I was just talking about how kids can completely change a relationship. I think you need to be. I just don't know how relationships recover from people having kids, because it completely changes the dynamic.
I think the problem with it is that the first time we had a problem with a virgin tea. But I think the problem is as well that people think that a baby will save a relationship, and you have to already have a solid relationship because I didn't. That's both my relationship. They always say you should make no big decisions, but both I've got 3 kids, and 2 of my kids have got the same dad, and the other one's got a different dad. And my oldest one as well, I was 8 months when I split up with her dad, and I was my kid was 8 months, and my wee boy was 8 months when I split up with his dad. So I just think it's got to be really, really sorted. A Virgin Media better get it sorted out, because you know what else happened to me today as well?
Yeah,
so go ahead, get back to you. Try to say that Cerys wasn't entertained.
I tried to carry it.
If I go away again, Cerys will need to finish it, because if they're down all over the UK, then I'm going to have to keep rebooting the thing. Cerys, your hairstyles look alike with you. I know we've been told before.
Yeah, we've seen this.
Been told before.
And we only met each other for the first time, what, 2-3 weeks ago?
Exactly. So
So
it's just good people have good hairdos. That's what it is.
Exactly. And we're not lesbians. He's 36. I'm only 23. We met at such a bad time. We have been trying for 5 years, but no matter what, we'll always make it work. I can honestly say that, hand on heart. My guys say, "Oh," and I say, "Timsy,
Jasmine,
that's what I want."
You're making my ovaries and my heart hurt.
Thank you, AER. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. I mean, I was talking about hair for a bit, and
you know what I mean. So
the
other thing that I was going to say, that's what I was going to do before I disappeared. What job? Well,
you say that because you were like, "Where's my tarot cards?" And then you just went,
and that was it. And the best it looked like to me that you'd froze. Oh, cards fell out. Hold on.
Oh, hang on. So yeah. Oh,
how relevant is that? I don't know if you can see that.
Life review.
Right, I'll get the rest. Right. Archangel Gemini, take inventory of your life and resolve, change, or heal anything that is unbalanced. What I take for that is that you have to search into your own craft and your own talent and expand it where you want to go, instead of thinking you're not good enough for a new chapter.
Oh.
We won't do any deeper than that in public, you know what I mean? But that's what I got straight from that. It's not having the ability, it's believing in the ability to stretch in a different way for you.
Good. I love shit like that, because it just makes you think. Oh, Ross.
What, you don't love her? Are you in a picture with her?
Would you give me to love my girlfriend again? I wouldn't bother, Ross. Just get rid.
Oh, for fuck's
sake. No, just kidding. Ross, come back. Thank you, Carol. You need to believe in yourself. That broke my heart there, look, because they look so loved up in that photo. Ross, what's going on, Ross?
You need to tell us. You need to give us a wee insight without being too. What's made that connection go? Is it boredom, time, the same routine? You know, I used to get irritated because I could time what time my ex was going to fart. It got that boring. You know what I mean? So,
how long have you been single, Dee?
Well, we split up when my wee boy was 8 months, and we've limbo danced with the relationship as freshly as a year ago. So I haven't had sex with him for about a year, but I haven't been in a relationship with him technically for a long time. But I haven't really let go. But now I don't love him. I don't love him in that way. I love him as a father of my children, but
yeah. So my last relationship was 10 years ago. With a lad we call, well, obviously from where we live. His name was Cerys, I was listening to you. Stop it. We call him Black Aaron because I live in the Cotswolds, and he was the only black person in the town, so he was called Black Aaron. And he already had 2 kids with 2 different women. It made it very difficult for us to have a relationship together. And it was just about the time I started comedy as well. So he was sort of at the beginnings of that and seeing that all take off, which was fantastic. But one of his exes just made my life a living hell, to the point where I can't carry on with this. No. So I've just bought my first house recently. Guess who lives opposite?
Aaron.
Fuck it, no, his ex-girlfriend and
Oh,
his son. So I was like, I messaged him the other week. So since then, he's been on first dates. He met a woman of his, like, perfect woman for him. They've got married. They've got a kid. They were the first couple on first dates to ever have a baby, ever get pregnant, ever get married. So I messaged him the other week, and I was like, "All right, mate. Whenever this shit's sort of gone over," I said, "feel free to pop in for a coffee." He went, "Oh yeah, I will do. You're still in the same place." I was like, "No, mate. You'll never guess where I live now." And he went, "Nah." And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, I find that so funny. I want to cry. And I was like, "Oh, tell me about it. I just want to fucking cry." So I've got to see her every day.
I just I don't have any animosity with my ex. He was very much he had hang-ups with relationships and stuff, and I think he had sort of kind of mothering issues as well. And he always had a low opinion of women. Do you know what I mean? So he just always projected that on me, and I was just like, I wasn't ever the type of person you could tame. I'm very, very affectionate. If we want to get a wee sight into D, right? I'm not talking about sexually. I'm very, very affectionate in the sense I like cuddles, I like days out, I like intimate gifts. I don't like big extravagant, look at what I bought my girlfriend and you putting 60 million presents on. I like things that lets them know that they like you. Daycare is work at IKEA Edinburgh. We're on lockdown, but she wants to be friends with me.
Oh, see, so she wants to be friends.
Well, from a point of me being the person that first fell out of love with my ex, you can't make her love you. She might go through insecure moments. She might go through points where she doesn't want to hurt your feelings, and she might go through sexual points where she feels that she needs you. But if she truly doesn't want to be with you, or she truly isn't feeling that way about you anymore, Ross, my personal opinion is you can't make somebody love you again. It's got to come from them. So you either need to love yourself enough to walk away, or torture yourself for as long as it'll take for either things to work out or for her to move away. But nobody can give you straight advice on that because it's not yours.
But he works at IKEA. I used to work at IKEA in Bristol. See, that's the connect. We were talking about IKEA, I think, which is where he's come in.
Right.
So I used to work at. I mean, IKEA is just a fabulous place to work, and I
fucking loved IKEA. It was 2 hours free childcare. It didn't matter if I didn't buy anything.
Exactly. Just what?
Just put your kids in this room. You went and get Swedish meatballs without going, get down off of there. Stop bothering that man. Oh, I'm sorry. He just likes carrot cake. I could actually sit there and eat the meatballs, the Swedish meatballs and gravy with chips without worrying about salt getting in my dinner or them walking around annoying other people. And my son eating all his food first, because when my son eats all his food, he expects then everybody else to move because he is done. I mean, I do miss those days out there. I mean, I'm actually fondly craving those days when my son would drive me wild. Hey.
I'm currently writing a shopping list of all the things that I need to buy from every shop when everything reopens. So I've got like a list about this thing, and I've got a couple of things I need to get from IKEA. Ross, I had the same years ago. I give her a time out, and now we've been married for 17 years.
See, look at all these love stories they're making.
But this is it, isn't it? Sometimes
yeah, I'm single, and you're single, happily single. You can get through it, right? I have to be honest, right? Let's do honest truth, but don't remind Dee when she's doing her mad rant lives when she's up to them again, right? But this Dee, I really missed the hugs, and I missed the telly, a conversation. It's the other bit's a bonus, but you know what? That's not really what you crave. And now I'm thinking, holy shit! Another 4 weeks of lockdown. I don't even get some practice runs with some arseholes for sex first.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. It was. Hang on. Oh, well, thanks for your advice, Dee and Cerys. What department you worked in at IKEA Bristol Folders? Well, look at me, Ross. I think I've got bedrooms written all over me. I know, it was the best department I could have worked in. Had many a wonderful time on bedrooms, trying out mattresses with people and working on wardrobes. They were really good because I started doing comedy when I still worked there, and they were so good because they give me the whole of August off. I could group all my holiday in August and go up to Edinburgh for the Fringe. So for the sort of about 5-year crossover that I did both, they let me off August. I'd go up to the Fringe, and then it got to the point where I was like, if I have to say no to more gigs than I can say yes to, I'm gonna have to do it. And then
I was actually doing my degree at the time, and my acting degree, when I started like venturing into like the clubs, you know, go for a pint, go for a free pizza, you know, those your wee things before I really hit the internet and then did my own independent gigs. But my lecturer, I remember my lecturer saying to me, Morven, bless her, she's like, right, Mrs. Big, I am. Because obviously when I first started hitting it, I thought, oh my God, I've got 2,000 followers. I'm fucking amazing. And before I learned that I was just on the starting rung and had to really, but it was a, and I remember her saying to me, yeah, you can all be Billy Connolly in a couple of years, but you can be a failing you can be failing your graded unit if you don't buckle down. So less laughing and more. So I really struggled with my last year in my degree because things were really starting to get busy then. You know, I mean, I don't miss the head thing because obviously a lot of independent tickets, but I'm really starting to miss it now. I'm really, see the whole, like people are saying, oh, we'll probably not be gigging to January. It really makes my heart sad. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, how am I meant to get through? I don't want it. I'm happily single too, but I agree. I miss the male opinion. That's my sister.
Yeah, I don't miss the male opinion. I shut up with your opinion.
This is coming from a woman, Cerys, that didn't even allow her man to pick the channel or television. Don't let her fucking kid you.
I was going to say, yes, she sounded like quite submissive. Ross works in the Loose Hands IKEA Edinburgh. Oh, hiya, Ross. I'll come and visit next time in Edinburgh. IKEA meatball and hot dogs. Oh, stop it. 50p hot dogs. Who wouldn't want a 50p hot dog now? I said the same, but you said I miss cuddling. Miss cuddling with somebody. Miss going out for a meal. Do you know what though, Dee, as well, what I feel bad about is that my son kind of has to pick up the strain, which sounds fucked up, but if I want to go out for a meal, I'm like, oh, Cal, come out for a meal, and he's like, oh, I don't really want to. Okay. Oh, Cal, I want to go to the cinema. Can you come to the cinema with me? And to be fair to him, he always does it and like comes on holiday with me and stuff like that. But he's literally filling the void of a boyfriend essentially, which is quite sad.
I make jokes about it, but I mean obviously my life's dead busy and I've got so many other things I can do and always doing things. I mean, the core of what I do is always about helping folk. It always ends up helping folk in some crazy mad way. So I just believe, and that brings me obviously, because I had a pure meltdown there. I was Buddhist for a while there, and then I had a God meltdown. I went to church and God bless them, lovely people there, but they told me that gay was still a sin, but it was okay because God still loved them and you were to accept it that way. I was like, no, rewind.
No.
I need to leave. You know, so I'm back to the Buddhist and I thought spirituality is my thing. And I think that's the only reason I'm getting through this, because if I tune into the birds singing in the morning, appreciate my family and appreciate I've got them and try and do the spiritual thing. And that's what took me back and tuned with my angel cards and stuff, because it's just like people are really flipping out. Even people that are good Christians are flipping out. And it's just like, wow, what's going on?
Well, this is the thing, look, because today was all right. I was out at 6 a.m. in the garden, sat in my little egg chair, listening to the birds and the cuckoos and stuff like that. It's going to be pissing down rain for the next week now. And I think this is the week I'm probably going to lose my shit, because if I can get out, so I've got to go shopping tomorrow, so it's going to be pissing down rain. That's going to annoy me. I can't really go out for a walk unless I want to get wet. And I think, like, I've properly got to get myself in check.
Exercise. We don't have swimming pools. Who wants to cycle in the pissing rain? It's dangerous as well as everything else. You know what I mean? It's all these things that have been. I've got a friend that was practically climbing mountains. I'm sure it doesn't constitute as an hour's exercise, but he admits it himself. So we let him go with it. But I'm just like, once it rains, that's when we'll
just get your vinegar.
That's what made me, guys. That's what made me.
Vinegar tits.
Where do you think vinegar should be, Cerys? See, this is still my bugbear to this day, right? What happened was I was really hitting the gym. I was losing a lot of weight again. One of the times I hadn't lost as much weight just now, but I was doing really well. And I was starving. I was doing that whole fasting thing, but going to the gym. And my daughter asked me for vinegar for her stinking microchips, right? And I had to go to Tesco's, and I was up and down the aisles, as I said advertly in my video, up and down the aisles like Usain Bolt, trying to find this vinegar, starving, smelling the bread coming up the aisles, up and down, looking next to tomato sauce, pickled onions. Yeah. Where do you think it would? Where would you look for it?
Vinegar would be in like the cooking oils, tomato sauce, mayonnaise aisle.
No.
Where?
You know, it's right next to. It's not even in the oil with the condiments. It's in. It's not even oil in the aisle with the condiments. It's in round the corner in my Tesco's next to the virgin oil. And what he said to me, now this is white vinegar. This is not balsamic vinegar. This is not any other vinegar. This is white vinegar that some people use to wash their fucking windows, right? This vinegar was what the vinegar I was looking for, because that's the one that my daughter likes in her chips. And it was next to the virgin oil. And my friend, who's the manager in Tesco's, thought that was acceptable. I didn't. That went absolutely. I tried all these engineered. Do you know what you do? You like Viv G giving me some pointers and stuff, and different people had been helping me out, and I was taking my time, and none of my lies were catching online. People were they were getting views, but they weren't. Did this whole random rant, right? About fucking vinegar getting off my fucking nut. And I'm like, up in there, I was like, you're saying, Bolton, where the fuck's the vinegar? And I was like, for the tit willy wank fuck a day. And where is it? It's next to the fucking virgin oil. And I just went nuts in this video.
That one time when they moved the sugar used to be sort of next to they moved sugar or eggs or something.
And now it's next to the eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
The sugar used to be next to the coffee and everything, but then they moved it next to the cake and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's me. All that homework, Viv G helping me, and Shona and all the people that did help me out in the Scottish circuit. We all, right, you need to do this, you are funny day, but you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. And then this fucking rant that went on after months of research, this rant of nowhere, 4.5 million hits and big independent companies want to book me. That's how crazy the internet is. You know, you homework, all this studying, and you have a big fucking massive rant, and it makes you famous overnight. I mean, if I was other people, I'd fucking hate me.
Hey, stop it. I've got to think what I can rant about now. Oh, I'll have to have a look.
That's the key. You're like angry fucking. You can't do the sexually frustrated. You've already outed that you don't like that, so you're fucked in that department, right? But
not literally.
They love a rant. They love watching women go absolutely off their head.
Oh,
it's funny.
Well, this is the week it's going to happen. If it's going to happen anytime, it's going to be
I've ordered more wallpaper, but I'm aware of the time since my flipping wonderful virgin. And you better listen, son. I'm not caring what you need to get into liquidation or anything like that. Get my Wi-Fi sorted out and get your company sold to somebody else. This is a priority, mate. Just saying, Branson, I'm in sympathy for what's happening. Just keep my Wi-Fi going. You know, I mean, if you think that makes me want to donate to your link, it's no. I'm just going to change subscribers and get out my contract. But just saying, thanks for holding the fort, Cerys, and babysitting me the night and helping me through the Wi-Fi situations and everything else. And I'll see you soon. You want to say it to the guys since you held the fort?
Oh no, thanks for. Well, I just was talking guff. Sorry, guys, and thanks for.
No, guys, love you, man. It's your most favourite in my inbox. So like, Cerys is lovely. I was like, go and fucking follow her and stop watching her in my inbox.
Follow me down the road. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, love you. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. Bye.